So today I'm at a used car dealer auction. And today I'm going to show you what a dealer pays for this Toyota Tacoma. All right, here's Alex. Check it out. What car? Toyota Camry 2011. This kind of stuff that we like to buy. Yeah, you're fine. And what he does is he actually hooks it up to, we have code readers. You know, a lot of people ask me what we use. This is just a Bosch scanner. It doesn't matter what scanner you use. It just needs to be able to read OBD2, engine, transmission.
Main thing a lot of scan tools don't do is read the transmission, and this one does. So.
Yep, so here's what we're reading. We got ABS, no codes, TCM, which is the transmission, no codes, ECM, which is the engine computer. That has 2 codes, so we're gonna need to check that out, but the OBD2 was what we used to get checked out through state of North Carolina. That's what we like to check too, and he pulled it up.
Brake switch.
There's a brake switch, no problem, we can fix that. Brake switch, yeah, no problem. So that's the kind of stuff that we check out before we actually purchase a vehicle. That code reader is going to tell us probably about 70 to 80% of what we need to know about the car without even us driving the car. Lots of cars out here, check this out. All these cars out here at this auction, we have to get through all of these things. So we need to be as efficient as possible. We can't drive every single one of them that we actually want to buy. So that code reader has saved us so much money. And I would recommend to you, if you're going to go buy a used car, before you even start looking at used cars, one, make sure you find a mechanic that you trust, that you can take that car to get it checked out before you purchase it. But even before you get the mechanic involved, you can have a cheap code reader. You're gonna find them for 20, 30 bucks that will read all the things that our scanners that are a little bit more expensive will read. That's the only things that you need to know about a vehicle before you can take it to the next round of your process as far as getting it checked out by a mechanic. Very important to have a code reader, very important. All right, so I definitely want to check this thing out while we're here. It's a 2004 RX 330. I love these cars. This one's got 200,000 miles. Keep that in mind, a lot of miles, but it's still a Lexus, it's still an RX 330. It's a 2004, so it's an older one, but in my estimation, it's still gonna bring a ton of money. The outside body looks great. It's got Michelins on it. Usually, so here's the funny thing about Michelins. If it's been said for a very long time, Michelins are a more expensive tire than just your generic tire that you can go get. So that tells a dealer when they're looking at this car is that a customer actually spent some money on this car. They wanted to take care of it, so they spent extra money on that Michelin tire brand. Whether or not it's actually a better brand than a brand that's cheaper, that consumer thought enough of this car to put a specific brand name that is more expensive on this vehicle. So they probably spent the money to actually keep this maintained. We got some fading right here. We've got some dents on this side, a little bit more faded paint right there if you can see it. Oh, look at this. Thing's been whacked. Oh, how's that happen? That's not been hit. What is that? I don't know what that is. Somebody tell me in the comments what happened there. Does the sun just hit the exact spot of that car? I don't know what that is. I've never had that on one of my cars. And it's rare for me to not see a specific blemish on a car ever because I buy cars that are $5,000 and under. We've seen some problems. All right, here's that Lexus RX 330. All right, trying to start at 3,500 bucks. Down to 2,000. All right, we got $2,500. But inside is, it's not great. Looks like a pin burst and all the ink went out of it. Seats worn down. Dash kind of slime. It's not slime, but that's been like baked off, so it looks shiny. It's okay. It's okay. I'd say it's a 5 out of 10 maybe. Maybe just because it's a Lexus, 6 out of 10. But anyway, just keep that in mind when we're looking at it. We'll check it out, see what a dealer paid for it. Dropped it down $2,000. Still no bids. That's weird. All right, they're gonna roll it out. Got $2,000 on it. Seems cheap. It's rolling out. We got $2,000. They put it on a phone call. Put it on a phone call. Only one bid. That's weird. Check this out. Subaru, 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 and these are all trade-ins to a Subaru store. So what does that tell you about a Subaru? Well, tells me that they're probably a pretty good car, because if somebody traded in their old Subaru to go to a new Subaru store, well, it means that they like the car enough to get a brand new one. And we see this time and time again with a lot of these manufacturers, these franchise dealers that represent a specific brand that's actually a good brand. Toyota stores get a lot of Toyota trade-ins. Lexus get a lot of Lexus trade-ins. You'll see Subaru get a lot of Subaru trade-ins. You don't see as much of that at like Ford or GM, or probably more at GM and Chevy than you do at like Ram. But Ford and Ram, there's just kind of all over the place of what, or Dodge or Jeep, what they'll actually trade in at those stores, because let me pick my words right here. Those brands, especially recently, haven't been all the greatest. So in a lot of cases over the last 10 years, you have people that buy those vehicles new, and they might not want another one. So they go somewhere else. Maybe you'll see a lot of those Fords now become Toyota customers. So since there are a lot of Subarus here, we'll pick one of them. I like, this is the newest one of the bunch. That's a 2018, but this one's a 2019. So we'll check this one. This one's got 90,000 miles on it. It looks good on the outside. I like the color. I know it's just like a darker gray. It's not black yet. It's not all the way black. It's a little bit black. I don't know how you say it. It's like a charcoal gray, maybe. I think I'm wrong about that. It's just a very, very dark gray. It's not black. It's not gray, it's in between. There you go. It's a cross track. It's a cross track. I don't see really any. It's a couple scratches here or there. Tires are good on it. Yeah, this one looks nice. Now it should, I mean, it's only 6 years old. It should look nicer than most of the vehicles that we usually look at. All right, here's a Subaru trying to start out $13,000. No bids, no bids. Dropped it all the way down to $9,000. We got bids coming in now. It's gonna roll out. We're still bidding on it. Inside, I mean, it's dirty, but that's cleanable. And it wouldn't be a Subaru unless you have mounds of dog hair in this thing. And that's what you commonly see with Subaru. So other than a vacuum, good detail, get all the dog hair out of it. Anyway, we'll check it out, see what it brings. 2019, 98,000 miles. Up to 91, 92, 9300, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 10,000, 10.1, 10.2. It's all the way gone, but we're still bidding on it. Up to 10.3, 10.4, 10.5, 10.6. We got 10.6, got 10.6. $10,600. Seller shaking his head. Not even close. It needs 11.6. Asking about 11,000. Come on, sell it. Said he'll go up to 11,200. Sold it. 11,002. Good buyer, good seller. Took a long time, but we got there. I have to imagine that the detail bill at a Subaru dealership is higher than any other dealership, because there's not a Subaru owner out there that doesn't have a dog. And those Subaru owners, they carry their dogs in their Subarus. So there's always mounds and mounds and mounds of dog hair in every Subaru that ever makes its way to an auction that I've ever seen. And it's got to cost these dealerships so much money to get all that cost. Have you ever tried to get dog hair out of a car? It's very difficult to do. It takes a very high-powered vacuum cleaner, and in a lot of cases you have to take the seats all the way out. So a couple $100 to $500 job on every one of those Subarus, because they have so much dog hair in them. All right, definitely want to check this out. This is a 2010 Lexus GX 460, 191,000 miles. These go for crazy money. This one's got a little lift on it. It's got some bigger tires. We got some aftermarket stuff here. Typically with a used vehicle, that doesn't make it worth anymore. And if it's done poorly, it can actually make it worth less. On this one, it looks like they did it fairly right. I don't like the look of the lights on the front, but it's not a poor job. Like it'll pass. It'll pass. There we go. I love the barn doors that these things have. It makes it way easy to get in and out. A lot of them, you see seat belts back here. A lot of them will have fold down seats on the side too. This one, I don't know if it even has, probably doesn't have the option for that, but it might have a flip up seat. It's kind of dirty in there, so I'm not going to check it, but you see you got cup holder spots right here. Some of them have the flip up seats too. They'll have seats that are normal and just flip up like this, and they also have the flip down seats that go on the sideways. The sideways direction, and it's cool that they just have the different kind of variants in these things. All right, here's that GX 460. Try start on $14,000. No bids, no bids. Drop down 13.5. Down to 13,000. Still no bids. Down to 12.5. They'll probably start at like 8,000 and then it'll go crazy. That's my guess. Back looks okay on the seats. Inside a little bit worn. Not great, not great. That seat's really worn. See over on that side. Dirt we can deal with, but worn down. But even so, like, I'm not sure what the dealer that's going to purchase this actually does. They might actually replace those seats because someone who's going to want this vehicle, they're going to want it to look right. It's an expensive car. You're going to see how much it goes for here in a second, but they're expensive vehicles. The people who buy them have money, because this is, you could buy a car that's way newer with way less miles for the same amount of money that's going to cost to buy that thing. It's a particular type of person that's going to buy that car, but they're very, very nice. I love them, and let's see what it brings right now. Down to 11,000, no bids. Still trying to find a bid. On at 10,000. I think I'll start at 8 and then it'll go crazy. Oh no, we got 7. 71, 72, 73, 74. Yeah, it's going crazy. 75, 76. Now we're up to 8,000. 81, 82, 83. Rolling out. Got 8,200, 8,300, 84, 85, 86, 87. Way out the door, we're still bidding on it. Up to 8,800, 89, 9,000. Got 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. Probably not close, I would assume. They sold it. I'm surprised. Sold 9,000. And check this out right here. I think this is actually it might be week 6 of this truck actually running through this sale. And it's a more expensive truck. It should be. It's a 2022. It's got 92,000 miles. This is a Silverado. Something that can bring a lot of money when you go and sell it to a retail customer. But here's the thing, this dealership is it's not getting the kind of money. It's got this little gash on the back of it. That's how I know this is the same truck. But the thing about it is dealers are not willing, small independent dealers like myself are not willing to pay what this franchise dealer actually wants for this truck. So it's kind of just a holding match, right, between the buyers and the sellers at a lot of these used car dealer auctions. When you have a downtrending market, this is what happens. We have a lot of no sales. We have a lot of if bids. We have a lot of vehicles that run multiple weeks because that seller is not ready to come off their price. And the buyers, small independent used car dealers, are not willing to come up on the price. And you're having this stalemate through the whole car market, whether you're talking about dealer to dealer purchases like what we see here at these used car dealer auctions, or if you're talking about buyer to dealer interactions that are occurring right now. Because a lot of these new car franchise dealers, you're having a lot of this same kind of dynamic that's happening, where you're having a lot of these franchise dealers that are holding tight on their prices. I know, I hear it all the time. I see it all the time in my comments. Brandon, you're talking about dealers being slow. You're talking about the car market being a bad place right now, but they're not lowering their prices. And in a lot of cases, a lot of these dealers, you're absolutely correct. But those two things can both be true at the same time, where the car market can be in a terrible place, but franchise dealers don't lower their prices because they're still holding out, thinking that they can sell a lot of these vehicles. All along the way, you can go see dealerships like Ford. You can go see that they have F-150s stacked everywhere. You can go to Ram dealers. They are double stacking trucks right now. This is what's happening in the car market, where you have dealerships that are unwilling to lower their prices, but they're not selling very much. And the car market is not in a good place. CarMax, they just fired their CEO because the car market is not doing well. CarMax was not doing well. They weren't lowering their prices like they should have been. They would turn over more volume if they do that. They didn't do it. Now, financial situation doesn't look as good as what shareholders would want, what the board would want. So, CEOs to blame, CEOs out. And the same thing is happening all across the car market. The only reason we're able to see it from the perspective of CarMax is because they have to actually report their earnings. They have to report their numbers. But all of these dealerships, these franchise dealerships, are going through the same kind of situation that CarMax has just reported. Sales very weak, but they're not lowering prices. And at the end of the day, you're going to see a lot of problems happen like we just saw at CarMax. CarMax stock price down over 50% year to date. That's what's happening to a lot of these car dealerships right now because they're not lowering their prices like they should to catch up with the market. All right, so we definitely need to check this thing out. This is a 2007 Toyota Tacoma. It's got 173,000 miles. And it's on the outside, it looks pretty rough, but we're going to go through this truck. We're going to look at a lot of the flaws that's going to have, and keep all of these flaws in mind, even when the price that you're seeing that it brings inside at the auction, because these things get absolutely insane, even in a rough condition. See, it's starting to get a little crusty. I know you guys up north going to say that's not any rust, but here in North Carolina, that's some rust for us because we don't experience any of this. Other side, still a little bit rough. We got paint that's fading. We got chips. We got scratches. We got all of this right here. There's the front side, more crust that's going on under there. We got hood paint that's faded away. Things been kept outside, it's been put away, wet. Here's the thing, we got lots of paint that's bad on this car. All right, here's the 2007 Tacoma. Try to start at $8,000, no bids. Drop down to $7,000. Still got no bids. Drop down to $6,500. Trying to find a number. Down to $6,000. Still no bids. Check on the inside of this truck right here. Oh, you know what? I had a Tacoma a long time ago, just like this model. Actually, mine was a 2013. Actually, mine might have been on 2011. I don't know. It was the same body style. The interior looked the same. This one's only an 07, so they didn't change very much. But mine would do this too, and I would have to actually lean my arm on it to keep it shut. But you can see the inside. It's not terrible. It's not great, but you still have problems. You still have a bunch of wear, a bunch of tear that's going on. This 2007 truck, it should have quite a bit on it, but actually the seats look better than they should. The rest of it, I will say, not that great. But anyway, we'll check this out and see what a dealer will pay for this thing inside. Drop down to 5,000. We got numbers 4,000, 4,000. It's gonna roll out. We got 4,000 on it. 173,000 miles. All right, it's rolling out. We got 41, 42, 43, 44. Took forever, but we got bids coming in now. Up to 47, 48. We got 4,800 bucks. $4,800 with a phone call. Probably not close.